This fight is actually quite nice, I think. So mythic changes to Terros, guys, are the Rock Blast. You want to have as many people as possible soaking, ideally, but it's not like the law of God. You have to do it. It's fine if you don't soak it, especially if you're spawning the Awakened Earth, or if you're like out of position and stuff. It's okay. But every person that is soaking will reduce the raid damage in total, because you're not actually soaking the damage in there. You're reducing the damage that everybody will take by being in it. So immuning this, like on Heroic, is really bad. Do not immune the Rock Blast. If you, I mean, you can immune it, but don't like try to solo it. It's really dumb. It will kill the whole raid, because it's not, the damage is not applied to the people soaking it. It is applied to the whole raid. And soaking it only reduces the damage that goes onto the raid. The other mythic ability is the Volatile Dust. Okay, they renamed it to Infused Fallout. I think the debuff on you is still Volatile Dust, I'm not sure. That's like the signature mythic ability. It goes on everyone, and to get rid of it, 2 people with Volatile Dust need to touch each other, and then it blows up, does raid damage, drops a circle on the floor that you need to move out of. And yeah, you want to get rid of it because it's a permanent dot otherwise on you. Now, what happened, people who tested this on PTR, they may have a different idea. So just to clarify certain things, what happened is they nerfed the dot a lot and buffed the damage of clearing it. So on PTR, you would want to clear this ASAP for everyone just stacking. But now when you do that, you just die, because the damage from clearing is really bad. But the dot is weaker, so it's fine to keep people with the debuff clear like 70% of the raid, and then clear the rest of the raid after that, so you don't get killed. Additionally, because it's got so heavy with damage, you really don't wanna stack it with other damage that is in the fight. So that means you want to get rid of all the pillars as soon as possible. So here you see we're getting the first one. This is definitely sketchy movement. I have no idea what Junior is doing here. I think he was panicking maybe a bit, but he should not move like this. In the very last moment, do not do this. And you have all the pillars on one side, and the tank kills all of the pillars. We get a 5 stacker, but this dot has been nerfed, so it's fine. And now after the slam, we will get the dust, and here we want to stack with, what we do is we keep 6 people outside, and we tell them definitely not to stack, because if they stack, then there's no point. They will clear it again. And you see we'll take some heavy damage. Okay, in this case it was not heavy because the melee did not stack as well, and we had some raid cities popping, I guess. But usually that would be heavy damage. And then the rest of the people clear, and we're done. So I'm not gonna show the first part, I'm gonna show after the first annihilation, because on the first one it's a bit weird. You want to kind of go back and bait it so that you cover all of this area, because when he does annihilation bait, he will get rid of all of these pools. You see, even that last pool on the right, I think has gotten rid of. So you want to definitely bait it good. If you bait it too far to the left, you want, if with your standard movement that you would do outside of this phase, like in the following phases, it would be quite bad, because then you would have leftover pools at the very end. So here, everybody except for, I think I said everybody except for the 6 people stacking. I may have said one more guy to go in because I felt safe, whatever. And then the rest clears. And now you see we put the soak here, and these guys did not soak the soak. It was fine. It's not the end of the world. Like I said, you don't have to soak it. And then we have all pillars on the left, ranges on the right. Now, okay, when people play it correctly, it's better. Now people are moving to the left, which some people shouldn't do, right? I don't know why certain people are moving there. I think I saw a Soul Hun is going with the melee to bait. I don't know why. He should just be chilling here. I mean, maybe he was playing BM and he just doesn't give a f. I don't know. But the idea would be to stay here, and the healers would stay here as well. And again, they should be standing. Listen, we didn't take many pulls on this boss, and people, like, I adjusted the tactic last minute. I'm pretty sure we're gonna eventually play it correctly during this pull, because like we're literally learning the strat on this pull. So this guy should go a bit further left. Nice. You know, he gives them room to dodge to the right. The pillars go to his left. Everyone dodges to the right. And then the slam should go like here. If the melee is moving further than this spot, then they will not reach the range camp in time, which is bad. So, I mean, obviously after this, so melee now goes baits here on my mouse. Please, melee, go here, exactly. slightly more, but which is fine. You see now they could have been closer, right? Because there's this whole room. And now the melee needs to sprint back into range camp, make sure they reach this position ideally. Which they do, it's fine. And then they move one step to the left. And another step to the left. And they're done. And now ranged had to move a lot less with our strat. If you played good though. If you played bad, like here, it was a lot of more movement actually. Annihilation, you stand on the correct side. And now they understood the plan at this point, and I'm pretty sure it will go way better from this point onwards. Again, the 6 people are outside for the dust. And then we clear them after. The soak should go like ideally like here. This would be the perfect position. I mean, a bit maybe further behind. I don't know. That's fine as well. Yeah, this is actually perfect. You see there's a spot to dodge to, so everybody should dodge to that spot. You get the pillar. This fight is like really easy. And now, like, one pillar is unbroken. Who cares? It's not a big deal. It doesn't matter. Melee baits. Once melee is going quite far here. Same mistake as on the first one actually. So range should be standing like right here to also, like, I don't know how Ken ended up there actually, because we just had a soak there. Like, maybe that's debating people. So if range stood here, then melee would maybe better understand that they only need to go until like that spot where the tank is almost. But here, some ranged are moving to the left. Yeah, I think this is like some passive like movement, has not a lot of thinking. And so ideally range would be like right here now, but here they are not stacked up, which is the bad mistake, right? Here we're racing a lot of spots because we didn't stack up properly, but it's still fine. If you do it better, then you will maybe have even less pulls. If you do the movement, the tactic correctly in this fight, it will be so much easier to also DPS because you're... And this was really good movement by GG, not risking into like running into death to soak the circle. Who gives a shit? Just make a line instead. Very smart thing. I hope everybody here also does that if they are in that position. Again, melee shouldn't go too far. I emphasize this towards the end more and more. Melee shouldn't go too far. This is pretty good. Range is stacked, except for the 6 outside, right? That this is all part of the plan. And then the boys will slowly go to the left as well. They're a bit cornered here, but it's fine. This can happen. They should slowly make their way out soon though, for the annihilation. This, if somebody took this gateway, that I would have laughed a lot actually. Or I would be very angry. I would have laughed now. I would be very angry during the race. Again, 6 people outside. Yeah, there's pixel stacking. Important to pixel stack here. If you're taking too much damage and you don't, like, very important to pop CDs on that, obviously. Healing ones. If you're taking too much damage and you can't handle it for whatever reason, of course you can put more people outside. But ideally, you want to do as many CDs as possible and play it safe. Here, the rally, a little bit spicy. I'm not sure what happened here. Let me see it. Weird.
Hey. Revis.
Oh, there we go. The rise and call. Oof. Almost too late, but it's fine. We made it. Gengo got saved because of the rally. Here, definitely, again, the same mistake. You see, we could have been here. I have no idea how we end up here, actually. I don't know why we're there. How does this happen? Yeah, the soak could have been further right, but even then, we end up, like, here. And then for some reason, people run to the left after they're cleared. Some sort of, like, I don't know. You see the Ken movement here. You see Zatsi Priest movement. I don't know why they're doing it. They're not supposed to. This will actually make it a lot harder, especially on the platform for us to play. Now we consumed a lot more space. And for last soak, we're doing some YOLO stuff for sure. Oh yeah, I said swap it around. I don't know for what reason exactly, I guess. I don't know, this makes more sense for some reason. I guess because we could use the space and then run to the left or something. I don't know, whatever. But if he had this stuff not covered, then it would have been much easier. And then I'm telling melee to go into the almost to bait it, so we have more space. Which wouldn't be the case if we just baited the first one correctly. And then at the very end, very important to go in there and last second. And there is no volatile dust here. People think there is, or people might think there is, because there is usually one after Annihilation. But on the very last one, there actually isn't. I didn't know that. First time we got here, I said everybody spread, because I didn't want to trigger any volatile dust. But then we noticed there isn't one. And here, just pop all personals, all health stones, all tonics, all externals, all raid cooldowns. And you're good. The movement is the key to this fight, guys. It's not about you pressing the correct DPS buttons. It will make your life so much easier if you just do the movement correctly.